Hi, all my storytime friends out in Cyberland. It's me, youth librarian Shari, here for another episode of Story Shenanigans. And when I'm recording this, you may be watching it in the dead of winter, but while I'm recording this, it's just turned spring. And you know what time that is? I was about to say, and I'm getting ready to, but I'm really not. I'm not getting ready to plant a garden. But you might be getting ready to plant a garden or help your grown up plant a garden. And I'm going to show you a very inexpensive, fun craft that you can use in your garden. I'm not sure if you have a vegetable garden or a flower garden. Maybe you have one of each. And you want to know, and you want everybody to know who visits your garden, what's in each row. And also, when you go to pick, if you have vegetables or fruits, you would go to pick them, and it would be much easier if you have them labeled. So this is a paint stir. When your grown-ups paint, or have you ever painted your room? Have you ever helped paint your room? Probably not yet, but you may paint your room one day. And you use these paint stirrers to stir up the paint. You can get them for free, I believe, at any hardware store. And they make great garden stakes. All you need are the paint stirrers and some decent markers. I have some Crayola. Yes, they're water soluble, which means the rain, they might run a little, but I tried it. And once they run a bit, they still stay pretty vibrant. But if you wanted to, and you were being watched pretty carefully and you were being very careful, you could use Sharpies or permanent markers, and then you wouldn't have to worry about the rain diminishing them or making them less vibrant at all. I am going to make a garden stake right now, and I'm going to do a sunflower. I have lots of books behind me about flowers and gardening and seeds. I hope that you'll come to the Southfield Library or whatever library is near you, because you may be in a totally different place. You may be in a totally different country. And that's awesome. But I bet you have a library near you, and I bet you can get some books about gardening and flowers and seeds. So I'm going to make a sunflower, which has a big brown center. So I'm making a round dot. You could do this. You could draw. I know a lot of people have tomatoes in their garden, or cucumbers, or even corn. You could draw any one of those vegetables, or all of them. You can make as many of these as you like. I'm going to draw so I just drew the center of the flower. And now I'm drawing what goes around the center of the flower. Petals, that's right. I'm going to draw some petals. And finally, I'm going to give it a green. A green what? It's the body of the flower. What is that called? I bet you're telling the screen, it's a stem, Shari, it's a stem. And I'm going to make a leaf at the end of the stem. And there is my sunflower. And then I can go ahead and write, I'm going to use the black, not the brown. I'm going to use the black to write sunflowers. And then I can put this stick, if I had a garden, I could put this stick in my garden, and I would know, and so would everybody else, exactly what was in the row. This is even better for a vegetable garden. For your peas and your carrots and your cucumbers and your tomatoes and your onions, on and on, whatever you plant in your garden. And it's also a great gift for the gardener in your life. So maybe a grown-up, a special grown-up, a neighbor or an aunt or uncle, grandparent, mom, dad, whoever you know that's a gardener, teacher, even a librarian. I know a lot of librarians here at the Southfield Library enjoy gardening, and I bet they would love to get some lovely garden stakes. You would have to talk to them first and be sort of sneaky and find out what they're growing in their garden, and then you could make them a whole set. So that is gardening stakes. All you need, paint stirrers and markers. Super easy, fun way to label your garden. And now, once again, another episode that ends so fast. A Story Shenanigans is done. But I'll see you again really, really soon.